my god, it just pissed it down. But, aha, it pissed it down early, so I missed it by about 10 minutes, so I'm completely dry at the moment. This is the last trip to work on, fuck's sake, Jesus Christ, that was close. It's bad enough when you're walking down the bloody pavement and there's people with their umbrellas almost getting your eye out every 5 minutes. I'm driving along. So, yeah, this is the last trip to work on the Aprilia, as this afternoon, as of 5 PM, I will no longer be the owner of two V-twins. I will have a inline 4 in the form of a GSX650F, which is basically a fared version of the 650 Bandit. Not something I'd even really seen. I'd seen it, but I'd never researched or typed the name into Google or something as a potential bike to change for this, because I was looking at other models of Honda CBR 600s and Hornets and a few older things which are going to be cheap to maintain and look after. But I was at the motorbike shop in Shepherd's Bush, and I went to look at a couple of CBR 600s, and they were diabolical. Well, maybe not diabolical. I mean, they were 16 years old, but I mean, they were rusty, and there was problems with engines and just dodgy bits about both. Then I had a look at a Hornet he had, but it was bright yellow, so I didn't fancy that. But then they had this GSX 650F, which for the money, which at the time was only about 500 quid more than the 16-year-old CBR 600. 40,000 miles on the clock, which is a fair bit, but it's absolutely immaculate, and it's fully serviced, well, full service history. So from my understanding, with a decent Japanese inline 4 engine, if it's fully serviced and maintained at the correct intervals, then it should be bulletproof. There's also a bit of an issue with this noisy engine, which, I mean, it's always been noisy, but it got a little bit noisier when I was abroad on it, and so I took it to the Aprilia place in North London, and they said, yeah, it's cam chain tension is fine, all right. So they either, I think they replaced them, or they tightened them up, they adjusted them, they did something, but anyway, it didn't work. Cheers, sir. I'm currently heading down south. I'm on the new GSX650, and I don't know if you can really see this, but I've got like a piece of cord here, or power cable, which I've attached to the gear lever so I can change up, because my leg doesn't work. So I'm en route to a workshop, and I'm going to fit a Clicktronic gear shift, which is the same as I have on the Drifter. But I'm a little confused about this whole head nodding thing. There's obviously a distance out of London where it kicks in, and I wonder what it is. Like, if you were to draw a circle around London, like, is it the M25? Is it beyond the M25 you nod to each other? Within the M25 you don't. I don't know. The Scorpion exhaust is quite nice, but it's not particularly loud enough for my needs. So I've got this little, I had a Piaggio, well, this is embarrassing, I had a Piaggio MP3 for 3 months, and I got a noisy exhaust for it, so I bought a carbon fibre oval exhaust, just a 2-inch slip-on, and for some reason either the bracket came loose or something agitated it, but the carbon fibre housing just broke and the whole thing exploded on the A3 basically. So I've cut it down to where the hole was, and just made a stubby can out of it. I've got that with me, I'm going to give that a go.